So you have a family and you're considering a move to the Denver metro area and you don't know where to go. Because let's be honest, Denver is a big city and all of the surrounding suburbs make it even bigger. So today we're going to talk all about Littleton and why Littleton might be the perfect spot for you to move your family, your children, your parents to here in the Denver metro area. Now, who am I to tell you this stuff? Well, my name is Hansen. I'm a local area realtor. I'm also a suburban mom, and I've raised all three of my kids right here in Littleton. And while I love making these videos for you, showing you what it's like to live, work, and play in the Denver metro area, I love helping you with your real estate needs more because I am a licensed realtor. So if I can answer any questions, be of service to you, help you make that move smooth and easy, please don't hesitate to reach out. Set up a Zoom call with me, give me a call, shoot me a text, whatever works for you. Now, it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 10 days or if you're looking to move in 10 months. It is not too early just to get that conversation started. And once again, all of my contact information will be in the details section and the comment section below. Now today, I am sitting in Chatfield State Park, which is located right here in Littleton, Colorado. And it's so fitting for the first reason why I think Littleton is a great spot to raise your kids and have a family in. And that's because of all of the family-friendly activities that Littleton has. Now this state park is really big and I'm gonna show you lots of footage of it. But I'm sitting here at the swim beach area and I'm here really early on a Friday morning, so there's not a lot of people here yet. So I've walked out towards the water here on the swim beach and you can see there's a really big lake here at Chatfield, and I know it's hard to get the depths of it here on video. Let's see if I can find a boat. But you can take your motorized boats here on Chatfield. These buoys here designate this swim beach section. But you can take motorized boats here on Chatfield. In the summertime, this place is packed with boats. And this lake sits right at the base of the foothills. So not only do you get this great lake, but you also get this beautiful scenery of the foothills. And that's one thing that makes Chatfield so special. Now here I am at another section of the lake, and I don't know if you could see, but there's some kayakers out there. But what I wanted to show you is over in this section. Now you can bring your paddle boards, your stand-up paddle boards, and paddleboard, you can kayak, you can canoe here. But in these trees, you can look it up on TikTok. The water level last year was really high, so people were paddleboarding through these trees here, and it looked like you were floating amongst the treetops. It was so cool looking. Check it out on TikTok. Just say Chatfield State Park paddleboarding, Chatfield paddleboarding, and you'll see what I mean. There's another separate lake where people come and they practice their open water swim for triathlons. So you get a lot of people that are out here training as well. And then I don't know if you could see, there's a biker right there, but there's tons of trails, tons of paths through this state park here. So to come and walk, run, ride your bike, it's a great place to do that as well. So one more thing I want to mention before we leave the lake area, but way back that way, there is a marina here on Chatfield State Park as well. So I believe you can rent some slips, you can leave your boats there overnight or rent it for the season. But there is a marina over there if you need something for your boat. There's a little shop, a little bait shop, because people come out here and fish on this lake as well. Now also here at Clement Park, there's the Bighorn Stables. So you could horseback ride here at the park. They have archery here at the park. They have a campground here at the park. So if you're interested in getting away for a night, but you don't want to drive very far, this is a great location. As you can see, you sort of feel like you're away from it all when you're out here at Chatfield. Now you also get wildlife out here in Chatfield State Park. But look, there's a mama and all her babies, a whole family of ducklings. This is just the very edge of the lake once again, but you've got some more ducks. So coming out here to feed the ducks for the day, have a picnic, is another great thing you can do here at Chatfield. Lots of shelters that you can come out and rent for the day if you wanted to do a big family reunion, a picnic, or things like that. Have an event out here, you can do that as well. And there is even a model plane flying park here at Chatfield too. Now, Chatfield isn't the only park in Littleton, obviously. We have another really big park, Clement Park, and I did a whole video about Clement Park, and I'm gonna link it right up here above, so that way you can watch that one when you're done with this one. Now, Clement Park is huge, and they have tons of things to do at Clement Park as well. They have a splash pad there. They have baseball and softball fields, pickleball courts, tennis courts. They have a really big skate park that people take their skateboards or their scooters to. And there's a humongous playground there. And that playground is really, really big. And what's really cool about that playground is it is inclusive. So it's inclusive for people of all differing abilities. And again, you're gonna see it all right here on this video up above that I'll link. Now I'll finish out some of the outdoor activities here in Littleton while I'm sitting under this canopy in Chatfield State Park. Littleton is home to Sledding Hill Park, which is really fun in the winter time. Obviously, it's a place you take your sleds and you go sledding down the hill. It's really, really big. It is fun going down. It is hard going up, I'll be honest with you. And Littleton also has the Littleton Museum. And there at the museum, there is a living history farm. So that is loads of fun to go out with your kids and family for the day as well. And another great thing is the Highline Canal runs right through Littleton. Now, the Highline Canal is like 71 linear mile park is what they call it, but 71 linear miles. It goes from Littleton all the way up to the northeast section of Denver. And different sections of that park or the Highline Canal have different topographies to them. And you can ride your bikes, you can run, you can walk, you can horseback ride on that 71-mile trail. It's super cool. And then Littleton has a true downtown area, which not all of the suburbs or all of the cities in the Denver metro area have. So if you wanted to go out for lunch for a day, go out to lunch, go shopping, grab an ice cream cone, downtown Littleton is the place to do that. It is also really cool at nighttime too. Now there's restaurants and there's a few bars, there's a wine bar, there's a coffee shop, there's a tea room there. So there's lots of different things to do right there in downtown Littleton. Now downtown Littleton also is home to tons of parades. They have holiday events there. They have Western Welcome Week, which is a fun week there in downtown Littleton as well for families, kids, parents alike. And then the last thing in regards to things to do right here in Littleton is the Town Hall Arts Center, and that's located right in downtown Littleton as well. Now they do live theater performances there at the Town Hall Arts Center, and what is so cool about it is very small. And so literally you can reach out and touch the actors. So when my kids were little, I liked taking them there because it kept their attention because the actors were right here. We're right next to you. And the plays there, they're really, really good. So that's a fun afternoon. Go have lunch, go to the Town Hall Arts Center and see one of the live performances. And then the other reason why I liked that center is because I would take my aging parents there as well. And it was so much easier for them to go see live theater right there at the Town Hall Arts Center because they didn't have to walk far, because it's a small theater, because we didn't have to deal with parking. It was really great for my aging parents to be able to go and see live theater as well. Now we could go up to downtown Denver, but honestly, if you're going to the theater in downtown Denver, you're parking far away, you're paying for parking, you're walking a lot. And then once you get inside the theater, there's also a lot of walking because those theaters up there are much bigger than this small Littleton Town Arts Center. So I suggest once you make it out this way, go check out a live theater performance at that Town Hall Arts Center. You're not going to regret it. We try to go at least once a year to see a live performance there. Okay, so enough about Chatfield State Park. It is pretty incredible though. But reason number 2 why Littleton might be a great spot for you to move to with your family is the school districts here. Now, Littleton sits in 3 different school districts. It's in Jefferson County Schools, Littleton Public Schools, and Douglas County Schools. And that's because Littleton is really big. So I'm not just talking Littleton City proper, the city limits of Littleton, but also the county area of Littleton, which to us out here, it's all Littleton. We don't differentiate between city or county area when you're talking Littleton in general. Your services come from different spots, but when you say Littleton, it encompasses it all. Now, I know the school districts were definitely a consideration when I moved my family here 18 years ago. And all three districts that I mentioned, Jeffco, Douglas, and Littleton Public Schools, all three of them always rank very highly in the state in regards to the districts. And you can check out all of the districts on niche.com or greatschools.org. And I highly suggest that you check out individual schools as well as the district as a whole. Now, there are also numerous religious schools, private schools, and charter schools here in Littleton too. And then finally, if you want to stick with the public schools, but you don't necessarily like your home school, we have what's called open enrollment out here. Now, it's not choice vouchers. That's a whole different thing. Open enrollment is you can send your child to any school that you wish as long as there's room at that school for them. Now, each school runs it a little differently. Some of them put people on the wait list. Some of them do a lottery system. Some do a first come, first serve. It just depends on how many people they have trying to get into the school and how many spots that they have available. Now, you do have to apply for open enrollment, and that is in January of the school year. So January of 2024, you apply for open enrollment for fall 2024 school year. And it's not hard. I open enrolled all three of my kids at elementary school and middle school. And in fact, all three of them went to different high schools. So two of them were open enrolled at the high school that they chose. And what makes it really great is you can choose the school that is best for your child. Now, not every school has open enrollment. It just depends on if they have the space available for extra kids to come to their school. Reason number 3 why Littleton is a great spot for families is the rec centers. They are pretty fantastic here, and Littleton has a lot of them. Parts of Littleton are in Foothills Parks and Rec District, and parts of it are in the South Suburban Parks and Recreation District. And each department has several different locations. Now, each location is also a little different. So both departments have outdoor pools that open up on Memorial Day weekend and then close down on Labor Day weekend, open all summer long. Some of these pools have splash pads and big water slides. Some of them have like the dumpy buckets that fill up with water and then dump out on the kids. Some of them have beach entrance. Some of them have lap pools. So they all feature something a little different. Now, each district also has indoor pools, and again, all of the indoor pools are different. Some have high diving boards, some have lap pools, some have big water slides, even indoors, and all the kids' apparatuses inside the pool area. Now, usually the rec centers have workout facilities, they have cardio rooms, they have weights to lift. They also offer a ton of classes, from dance classes to art classes, music classes, tons of different sporting leagues and teams. There is a lot going on at these rec centers. Now, some of them have basketball courts, some of them have indoor tracks, some of them have racquetball courts, climbing walls, you name it, these rec centers have it. And that's what makes Littleton perfect for families, because they have a lot of things that you can do even in the winter months, such as the indoor pools for swimming. Now, the 4th reason why Littleton could be the spot for you and your family is the proximity to Colorado's natural beauty. Now, I am sitting in a neighborhood called Ken Carroll Valley, and there's so much gorgeous natural beauty taking place in this neighborhood. I am in the southwesternmost part of Littleton, and this community is nestled in the foothills. Now, to get here from the easternmost part of Littleton, you're probably 15-20 minutes away. So you are not far from some really great hiking trails right here at the base of the foothills. Now, one of the great things about living in the Denver metro area is you always know where you're at as long as you can see the mountains, because the mountains are always west. So you don't ever really get lost here as long as you can see the mountains, which for me is was pretty great. And now there are tons of hiking trails out here. You can see the foothills. We're so close that you can't see the Rocky Mountains behind these foothills because we are right up next to it. But there is a ton of natural beauty amongst these foothills right here in Littleton, Colorado. And you'll see there's lots of people out hiking today too. I don't blame them. The weather is incredible today. And finally, reason number 5, why living in Littleton with your family and kids and maybe even parents is a great spot is because of the proximity to Denver. Now, getting to Denver from Littleton is going to take you about 20 to 30 minutes, of course, depending on where you're at in Littleton and the traffic at the time. So you can get to those big city activities like the art, the culture, the work environment of a big city fairly quickly, and you don't have to live in the big city, which is what's so great about Littleton, because big city living is far different than suburban living. And you also have pretty easy access to downtown Denver with the light rail system. Now, our light rail does have stops right here in Littleton. Actually, it ends in Littleton, and it takes you straight up to downtown Denver. It's about a 20 to 30 minute train ride up there, but it's really great because you don't have to pay for parking nor worry about where to park. So if you're going up to the big events, such as one of our 6 professional sporting teams. So we have the Denver Broncos for football, Colorado Rockies for baseball, the Denver Nuggets for basketball. We have the Colorado Avalanche for hockey. We have the Rapids for soccer, and the Mammoth is our professional lacrosse team. So if you're heading up to Denver for one of those events or a big concert that's in town, you could take the light rail and not have to worry about parking. It's really great. And as you can see, just from the sporting events alone, that's enough to keep you busy here in the Littleton, Denver area. So you can see why I chose Littleton as the spot to move my family to 18 years ago. And there are lots of great suburbs in the Denver metro area. So if Littleton isn't for you, I am happy to help you discover which one is. Go ahead and schedule that Zoom call with me. Send me a text, give me a call. Let's get something on calendar so we can open up that dialogue and have a conversation and help you figure out what's going to be best for you and your family. Now, again, I'm Kathy Hansen. I'm a local area realtor. I'm also a suburban mom, and I would love to help you with your real estate needs and make that move to the Denver metro area smooth and easy. And once again, all of my contact information will be here on the screen. It's also going to be in the details section and the comments section below. So please reach out if I can help you in any way. And until then, go check out this next video, and I will see you right over here.